Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to decide the right life path. Can I get a hello there? So this is a question I keep receiving from so many different people, and just being out here in California, I'm getting into so many interesting conversations, and I always ask to anybody I meet, what is the biggest question you have right now in your life? What are you talking about with your friends? What is a problem you are facing? And so many people I've been meeting have been telling me they can't decide what to do. That I don't know what to do syndrome is contagious, is going around right now. And I've dealt with it along my early journey. Goodness gracious, I didn't know what to do. But what happened? I don't know. I just started doing what I love. So I'm going to share with you what's helped me along my journey. And it's all about concepts here, so work with me. It starts with the concept of the menu. Now, imagine the Life Path restaurant. This is a very exclusive restaurant, but you have access to it. Everybody has access to it. And the meals aren't cheap. They go into the hundreds, even into the thousands. But guess what? Once you go to the restaurant, many people have put in recommendations of what you should order. And guess what? Some people have been so kind because they're like that. They've already ordered a meal for you. So you go there and they say, what do you want? Now they always give you a glass of water and an unknown meal. So you say, I don't know what I want, because you look at the menu and you say, goodness, there are over 100 different items. So you can't make up your mind, and then they tell you that, don't worry, sir, don't worry, madam. Your parents have ordered for you the get a job meal and be happy and be quiet. And that's a very expensive meal, sir or madam. Do you want that? And you say, I'll pass. Your friends have ordered for you the just fit in meal. And you say, I'll pass. Now, bear in mind that glass of water is still by your side. And you're thirsty, you're getting hungry right now. That unknown meal is still there, but you're still listening to the recommendations. Your next door neighbor, can you believe your next door neighbor has been so kind to order a meal for you in the Life Path restaurant? And it is the Be Famous meal. Now, all of these meals come with promises of respect, prosperity, abundance, but they are not coming from your heart space. They are someone else's order. Now, they also have no guarantees, but someone is willing to pay for this meal for you. So what are you going to do? You check your pockets and you're running low on money. The glass of water to your side, the unknown meal. Now you start talking with the chef and you say, why did you give me this glass of water? Why did you give me this unknown meal? And the chef begins to explain to you that the unknown meal is free because hardly anybody takes it because it's too risky. And the people that do take the unknown meal, they never come back. But the people that take the just fit in meal, the Be Famous meal, the get a job and be happy and be quiet meal, they always come back here because it's always paid for. So, what do you want, sir or madam? And you're thinking really hard. So that is where we all find ourselves, deciding to listen to society's expectations, what our friends want for us, what our family want for us, what our next door neighbor wants for us, and we hardly ever talk to them, probably only on a Sunday afternoon when we've got some spare time. So we start drinking that water. It gives us more clarity. Now we're hydrated. This is powerful because now we can start to focus on what we need. There's a difference between our wants and our needs. A lot of us, we want to be famous because we are told in society this is a favorable thing to be a celebrity. You get lots of free things. We are told that if you are in a respectable job, all your problems would have disappeared. We are told that if you fit in and don't stand out too much, you'll be safe. Things would be taken care of. So all of that's going through our mind. Now, many times I always say, go into nature. Take time to reconnect with yourself, to listen to yourself. Some people call it intuition. Some people call it the voice within. But that voice is the most powerful voice ever. What's happening here? There are so many distractions because once again, someone has even recommended for you to get drunk, for you to become desensitized from that voice. So you have to ask yourself, do I have the bravery to go for the unknown meal? Now, the unknown meal, there are no guarantees of what's going to happen. But once you align yourself to your core needs, everything is taken care of. That's what happened to me along my journey. It wasn't easy. Look, I don't know how I ended up here, but I did because I took that unknown meal. It's just like you're going out with a group of friends and everyone's ordering different food. But what do you like to eat? That's the most important thing. I don't eat meat or dairy. So I know what I need, not what they think I want. That's not important here. Once you start respecting your needs, it brings you closer to your true life path. Because some people might need 2 portions, 2 plates. You may only need some fruits, some vegetables to keep you going and happy and smiling. Listen to yourself. Because once again, from childhood, our whole life has been mapped out for us. It's been planned. This is where so many of us find ourselves. How can we be authentic when we have all of these different voices telling us what to eat or what to do? So it came to me one day when I was in a similar position saying, I don't know what to do. And I started to connect the dots. Now, this is very important. Once you start connecting the dots, it helps you discover your true life path, which is always changing, by the way, as we are evolving. It's what we are doing right now in this moment. So, go back to your childhood. Maybe you were playing the guitar. Maybe you were dancing. Maybe you were playing with Lego. You were playing with Lego. You took a degree in architecture. So there's a correlation there. You may not want to be an architect, but you have a passion for building, for creating. So once you start connecting the dots, the secret is to base your life around what you gravitated towards as a child. Until they said, stop doing that. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. So connecting dots are very powerful. I talk, I counsel, but I've always been interested in psychology. I was reading books by Krishnamurti when I was 11 years old. So when I studied psychology and criminology, it made sense. Even though when I was working, I wasn't truly happy where I was, because I knew I wanted to share with people my experiences and assist them in becoming their greatest version. But guess what? I wasn't doing that. So once again, to have it all, you have to be it all. We have to ask ourselves, are we placing value on our innate gifts and abilities? Another concept is the news report. Every single day, at every single hour, they've got a story for you. Now you are going to eat it up like a plate of rice with no salt. Why? Because they are consistent in putting out information which may or may not be true. It doesn't matter, but they are putting it out. The news report. And they have the power to change perceptions all around the world. And they've been doing this for years. Every day of every hour is the same story being repeated. And you're watching the news and you're saying, this is nonsense. But wait a minute. Why am I watching it? Why am I so addicted to someone else's story? What about my own story? Then you realize it's because you haven't created your own news report. You are following someone else's news report, so you feel helpless. You feel like a victim. You feel powerless. You become empowered once you start sharing your news report with the world. But before you can do that, my oh my, you have to start placing value on what you do. Look, we are being bombarded 24/7 with news reports, most of which are not true. So you have something to share with the world which is coming from your heart space, but you're scared. That's why you have no news report. But once you develop that confidence, which is all about trust, now it moves you in the direction of your true life path. But first of all, what the hell are all of these obstacles doing in the way? Now, the biggest obstacle we have is not out there. It's in here. It's our mind. And the mind is a very powerful tool. At the same time, it is so powerful, it can crush us in a matter of seconds. That's why you have to become a mastermind when you are following your true life path. You have to become aware of the thoughts you are creating, but more so asking yourself, are these really my thoughts? Or have I adopted someone else's belief system? So once you start reevaluating your belief systems, what do I think is possible? What do I think I can do? You get more clarity about your life path. 10 years ago, I wanted to share a vision with the world about becoming your greatest version. Now, I had no map saying, go here, go there, go over there. No. I had to create my own path. And I was taking the unknown meal, which meant I had to start extending my comfort zone. Not moving out of my comfort zone, expanding my comfort zone. So it was a very uncomfortable process. Of course it is. It's like dipping your feet in cold water and saying, wee! Goodness gracious, that's cold. But once again, in developing confidence, you have to get used to taking that cold shower. Facing your greatest fear will set you free. I believed in my own abilities, but more so, I was that woodpecker, just pecking away. Because a lot of us, once again, our energy is becoming dissipated because we have our mind, we have our attention. Our attention is in so many different places. We have distractions. So once again, we lose concentration. And the more concentrated your desire becomes, the more this leads you to your life path. Look, I was going through so many challenges of doubt. I thought I should just give up. But the moment you want to give up, the next moment after that is when everything changes. That's what happened to me. I thought, no, who would be interested in this? Then I said, wait a minute, I'm interested in this. We are the pioneers right now on the planet. The whole world, we are moving into content creation. Many times we have to see that who is around us. When you have a solid support system, network, you realize we are never alone. The universe always sends someone. But more so, you start getting ideas from people. And that's why it's so powerful to have a mentor. I did. Omran Mikhail Ivanov. My mother. A few great friends. They helped me believe in myself. But the power was always within me. So we have to see who we have around us. Are they assisting us? Are they distracting us? Are they blocking us? That's a secret. And that's why for me, I keep a very close circle. Because the people I hang around remind me to become my greatest version. Now, when we talk of the life path, it starts with being brave. It's not easy. to go against the grain. Why? Because if we don't get what we desire, I told you so. Now we are going to get laughed at. But you see, when you believe in your true ability, you can never fail, because you've already won the moment you follow your true heart's desire. That's the secret. When everybody is telling you to go right, you go left. That's it. That is your life path. Now, you have to start building. I say it's one block at a time. It's one step at a time. A lot of us, we are overwhelmed because we are trying to do so much in the space of 10 seconds. When you fall in love with a process instead of the outcome, great things happen. On the feeling of what you are doing. And it's paid off for me in such an incredible way. But once again, we have to ask, where are our eyes? Who are we looking at? Are we looking within about our core needs? Or are we living based on the demands from other people? Not realizing we all came here for a different reason. We all have a different appetite. Definitely. And also, there are different reasons for why each one of us is here. So, listen to yourself. Remain true to yourself, which I've done, which is the greatest, most empowering thing in the world. That's why I can continually share with the world, because I know what I'm doing is creating a ripple effect. The people I've met, we all are doing this because right now we're living in a new paradigm. But it takes radical action. A lot of us, we just want to sit. We want to write so many goals. More goals, more pressure. More pressure, you can't move. Let's hear it. So less pressure, more themes, and once you get more themes, you start to relax into your true life path. You start to lose this concept of time, and you start to actually enjoy what you are doing. The fear, which is the greatest roadblock, now becomes part of the path to assist you in helping you become your greatest version. Fear, in essence, becomes your ally, your closest friend. That is how to decide your life path. To ask yourself, are you letting love guide you or fear? What are you naturally good at? And how can you share this talent and this gift with the world? We're talking about how everything in the universe is based on a symbiotic relationship. What can I offer? Not just to myself, but what value, that's the big word, value, can I share with the world? Because that is gonna bring so much satisfaction, so much wellness to yourself. So, be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up, and have fun. That's what I'm doing every single day. And for me, right now, I can see where the world is heading. It's heading into empowerment, content creation, where you don't care what anybody thinks of you. I don't care. I don't care how long this video turns out to be. Why? Because I'm already living in my life path and I know what I'm doing is powerful. You have to know it. You have to feel it. You have to be it. Every day, move closer to your true desire. Create more intimacy with what you are doing. That's a secret. Go for it. We are here. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.